base, but this is just for frame of reference of where it is. So this is the main cannibal village, as you can see, and just heading out the other direction, toward the eastern side, will be where I picked up most of my logs throughout the project, until I figured out a quicker way to do it anyway. But yeah, this was where my log catcher was. And you can see my base in the background. There's a whole bunch of stuff there, so we'll get to all of that. This is a log catcher system that was made in beta, and it didn't destroy itself when it went live, so I was pretty happy with that it stayed there. This is where I kept all my logs. It's empty now because I'm kind of done building, so I'm going to start out with the outside walls. See, I just made them 4 high on the rock walls with a gate, and then just 2 towers and on either side, just so that I could shoot arrows out at whatever's there. There's nothing on that side, but the other sides there were, so I just made it uniform. And there's a church here. Yeah, it's the stock church. Nothing you can really do with it, but I think it looks cool, and being able to fit it inside of all those trees was pretty cool. So yeah, I'll move over to my fortress. Let me back out here. You can see there. I was learning about rock walls while I was doing this, and it's kind of a mess on the other side, but yeah, building up the rock walls into a flat floor was an adventure in and of itself. So yeah, we've got this is bedroom. There's a couple armor racks with some water, cabinets that I haven't put anything in, explosive tables, more armor, weapon racks that has nothing but a crossbow, got food, and then we come up here, and this walkway goes all the way around to each side. Yeah, I screwed up on this wall. I wanted that to be open, but I forgot and completed it, and then it was over, and I didn't change it. So it is what it is, and I did the same on this side. Yeah, this goes all the way around. I think it looks pretty cool. It's functional. It's durable. Although it did not survive a worm mutant coming in, but that was a fun day. We got a pond. This is on normal mode, so there's an ass ton of fish in here all the time. Very nice. And I just put the gazebo out there. I think this whole area looks pretty sweet. Got my rabbits right here. I'm in the process of moving some of them down to, or I will be in the process of moving some of them down to the boardwalk down by the beach, and you'll see why soon. This was my first house that I built, just something functional: bed, chair, couch, fireplace, and that was the first TV I ever placed, and I just haven't got rid of it, but it looks dumb there. Whatever. So that's that. This is my storage area, a whole bunch of water collectors there, food, armors, explosives, meds, and sodas. Up 1 level is all the skins. They are organized by type. You just have to hover over them to see. And then we've got sticks, rocks, bones, arrows. Pretty much everything you're going to need. I made the rocks just for completionist's sake. It's better to just pick them up on the fly. So, we'll head over to the main house. There's my car. There's my family. A whole bunch of katanas. Should you need them? I just think it looks cool. I've got a booze wall. This will come into play later, but the chandelier is really low, as you can see there. But yeah, we kind of get into your meal a little bit. I fixed that in some of my other buildings where I learned some things. So then we've got a living room, a fireplace, and couches and tables. My trophy wall, one of every head that there is, including the goose. Fuck that goose. If anybody's tried to get a goose head, you know what I'm talking about. And there's a weapon racks. Pretty much every weapon you could want is in there. Excuse me. Got more skins, and this is the bedroom. Armor racks and health mixes and energy mixes on either side. And that was a pattern of rabbit skins. I've got a deer skin on the bottom floor as well. They looked a whole lot better in beta than they do now. They changed them for, I don't really know why, but they look like crap now. And, oh, my crane is down, so I gotta go the parkour way. I'm gonna start down on the ground floor. So, there's my boats. I made the raft just to have one because I'd never made one before. It's so hard to build anything of use on it, so kind of sucks. This was the raft, or the house that we used all my farming for, as you can probably tell. There's a perfect spot just around the corner there, so that was how I got a lot of the logs for down here. This is necessary so that I could actually move the crane. And I'll start down at the side. This is my tannery, kind of inspired by Farkit. As you can see, I used the pillar system and did the front very similar to how he did. Excuse me again. Oops. So yeah, I wanted to fill in the roof and the pillars with something, and I wasn't sure what, and I just decided to put a rock wall there, and I think it looks kind of cool actually. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, so it's a little bit difficult to see, but there you go. And there's the Farkit-inspired head on a pole to explain which type of skin is in each row. That's the guy that sells the skins, that's where he would sit. And this was the best iteration of a tanning rack that I could find, or that I could think of. It's just a stick fence on a floor. Now, to get this floor, you kind of see it in here. It's a rock wall inside of the wall that's 2 across and goes all the way to the side, so that it's only one plank out from the wall. You can't actually make 1 plank, it has to be 2. So I put 1 plank in the wall, and the other is outside, and that's how I saved a bunch of space. And even if it doesn't look like a tanning rack, I think it's a pretty interesting wall, so I like it. And then we'll move over to the butcher shop. As you can imagine, it's similar, it's the exact same outside, reversed, I should say. And I put meat racks on the outside so you knew which building it was, and there's where you would buy it. And this is the different meats. And I'm going to be moving all my rabbits, or not all of them, but a lot of my rabbits down here, so they will be more fresh. Oh, and as you can see, I got the closed off the roof using another roof. It's extremely expensive, but I think it looks better than an open hole. So I know there's other methods to close it off. I do like the look of it though, so I went with that one. This was gonna be a hotel, but it was too small for what I wanted to do, so I just made it a pub with kind of a loft. And I wanted the front patio to have a roof that just goes down, rather than go up and down as like a normal roof would, so I built it inside of the hotel, and you'll see what I did with that on the inside in just a second. And we got chairs and stuff on the outside so you can take a look at the beach. Using this entryway was how I hid the other side of the roof. You can see the end of it on the side here, but yeah. There's the clerk's desk, and there's a nice little seating area. Have a beer, just relax. And I'm really happy with how the chandelier turned out. It's on a floor that's too wide, 2 planks wide, I should say. It worked out absolutely brilliantly because you know a chandelier is pretty low when it's at the normal ceiling height, but all the way up there you'd never see it. So I found it in between, and I'll show you how I did that in the next floor. You can see it a whole lot better in the next floor. So yeah, so let's get going on that. So, let me get my lighter out. So there you go. You can see the rocks in there. I built that on top of the log wall here. And then I built a log wall on top of that while they were still both blueprints, and then I made the floor that goes straight across. Obviously I had to complete the rock wall on that side, so I did so, and yeah, it ended up with a perfect height for the chandelier. And yeah, so this is just a rock wall with a floor on top of it. I could have, since for whatever reason you can't actually put a TV on a table, so I had to make the floor. And this is a closet, each armor type, and my bed. This is a normal bed with a bone fence right down the middle of it, and then a bunch of intertwined small tables. Yeah, and I like putting the lights inside of the table to kind of make it look like a lamp. I did the same thing on the clerk's desk down here, and I think it looks really cool. It just looks like it's like a shorter stick with a skull light on it. I think it looks kind of cool. Now I'll head back down and see the kind of the overall look of the entire thing. I think it looks pretty cool. And yeah, that's my base. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.